What's up, YouTube? Hello. So, we are going to be watching another audience with Freddie Starr. So this was a series. I think it was in the 80s, but this is actually 1997, which surprised me because I thought it was earlier. So I would have been, about 26 when this came out, so not that young. Because I was thinking of people like Freddie Starr were quite, their appeal was across the board, adults and children. So kids found, I used to find Freddie Starr when I was young extremely funny. I look at it now, like most comedy, it hasn't aged very well. It just looks a bit silly, which I guess is partly why I'm sort of commenting on this video. I think it's interesting to see how back then things were just a bit more basic. We weren't so sort of sophisticated, maybe, in our appreciation of comedy. So you had things like Keith Harrison Orville, which was like a kids thing, but actually it wasn't really just for kids. It was adults and kids watched it and they both loved it. And it's quite hard to find examples like that now. Maybe The Fast Show, something like that, Little Britain, but Little Britain has some quite adult themes as well, but it's sort of a kids thing. And there was The Goodies, and even Monty Python was something that kids, teenagers used to watch very much. So anyway, let's dive right in, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, Freddie Starr!
Me and the boys are new in school. Was 40 years old and discovered our first rule. We get all cleaned up on a Saturday night. We say yes to the girls if they ask if they look alright. Load up the cars and drive around, blow down the windows and we go to town, son. But we talk too slow, drive too fast, we're high on life but we're low on gas. Trying to make the way things are, the way things used to be, the boys and me.
Anyway, let's just fast forward. Very good. So you get the idea. This is so panto. British panto.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's really nice to be here, and tonight I'm smoking. I really am a smoking. Because I'm here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you about the power of my organ. I'm talking about my brain, love. That is the biggest organ in my body. Love. Wait a minute, I took 2 steps. And all of you went, oh, no. Keep away from me. Keep away. Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you. Hi, Gareth. How are you?
All right.
You okay?
Yeah. take your Macintosh off your knee, you go blind. I've told you that before. What's your name, my love? Tina, what a beautiful name. Is this your boyfriend here?
Yes.
What'd you bring us for? And have you ever met me before?
No, never.
And you give me a hand, please. Stand up. Just stand up. Stand up. That's right. Now,
It's
Tina,
definitely panto, isn't it?
you see,
Get a kid up on the stage.
look at me, please. No, to me, love. Don't laugh, please, because I'm going to show you hypnoticism. Don't laugh, look. Please, relax. Now, I'm going to dangle something in front of your face. Now, I just want to say, have you, quite sincerely, look into my eyes, like, have you ever seen my balls? Right. Now, I want you...
It's quite funny, actually.
I love this bit. Now, I want you to close
Silly,
your
but
eyes.
funny.
All right? And don't peep, just close your eyes and feel these balls banging on your chin. And, you see, now what I want you to do is follow these balls with your head, not your eyes, just your head, and follow it. That's good. Now, you're under my power because I have such a powerful organ. I'm going to thrust my power into you. Now, you're totally under my power,
It's quite rude.
right? Now, follow the balls. Now, would you like to make love to Gary Mason? Sorry, Gary. Now you're under my spell, I would like you to go into the audience and pick 3 in your mind, because you're under my power, but it's your mind that picks out 3 effeminate-looking men. Okay? Okay. You may pick them. Remember, you're under the power of the audience.
You say effeminate-looking men now. That would be politically incorrect.
I don't believe this. Oh, Wolf. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What we do is, you're sportsmen, except Gareth. He's a coffee, right? And the thing is, you know, to be a gladiator, Wolf, this man has got to train so hard. He's training not just for an hour, not for a day, but not for a year, but always. And God, big. I think I love you. And Gary here, you see,
It's
what made you pack in boxes?
just so silly.
Didn't like getting
Very
hit.
childish.
Well, didn't you move your head?
No, my head was just too big, couldn't get out of the way.
Hold up, Mike, a minute. Right? Now, you see... Gareth, no, wait a minute, no.
I'm
The thing is...
I'm more worried about him than any of my opponents.
Yes, we might get his balls out.
The thing is, you see, focusing on speed when you're actually fighting is a sort of... Right, so it does come in quick, doesn't it?
Yeah,
comes in quick, and I could have been doubled up. But I didn't want to do that because, you know, I didn't want my blood on the floor. So I've got brains in my rectum. And Gareth, you've never been a sportsman, but you're in the Avengers.
Yes.
Tell me something. I mean, did you actually?
No.
Yes.
My method of training is, pardon? When God put teeth in your mouth, he ruined a good arse, didn't he?
Quite
My
rude.
method of actually training is called the Morris training. And the Morris training is the best method.
Step back a minute while you talk.
Yeah, okay. You're like Frank Bruno. You know, Frank's a bit afraid of me. I don't know why. And, can we bring out my equipment, please, for the lads and myself?
Silly hats.
This is... Okay, Gary, you stand by me here. This side here.
Over there.
Right, stay here. And you stand exactly like me and Gary are. Okay? Why am I talking down the stick? Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, touch sticks. Okay, so we'll just try it. We'll have a little rehearsal first. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. Can I have some music, please?
Okay, where do I start? So anyway, the bit at the beginning about with the hamsters is because there was a headline in the Sun: Freddie Starr ate my hamster. God knows why, but it was a big thing at the time. I don't think he actually did eat a hamster, but anyway, that's the Sun for you. So yeah, it's just, I think what's interesting is the unsophistication, and that word sophistication is the key here, I think, is that now I think we have a more adult orientated sort of comedy. You've got kids comedy, and actually a lot of kids comedy is now more adult. I'm thinking of things like Regular Show and Rick and Morty and those sort of things that actually are quite complicated, clever humour. And adult stuff, you know, Jimmy Carr and other people like him. I can't think of anyone right now. Frankie Boyle. I always say Jimmy Carr and Frankie Boyle. So you got that sort of very adult humour. It's not really for kids at all. It's more sort of demarcated now. But back then it reminds me of when I used to go camping, and we had a social club, like a hut on the campsite, and you'd have social evenings and you'd have entertainment, and it was like that. You'd get up, you'd put a silly hat on, and the compere would make you play a silly game, and everyone would ooh, laugh, and it was very much for kids and adults. So yeah, those are my my little ideas about that. And yeah, could you imagine that sort of show working today? Not sure, maybe not. So anyway, thank you, thanks for watching, and see you next time.